Hello, Mr. Fires. Today we're going to be taking a look at some urban legends based out of the state of Montana. If you like urban legends, the mysterious, and the paranormal, then you came to the right place because that is what we focus on here. So if you do like that, feel free to hit the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and with that, let's take a look at some urban legends in Montana. This first urban legend deals with a phantom jogger. Rumor has it that if you drive down Airport Road at night in Montana, you'll encounter a spectral runner, a mysterious figure known as the Ghost Jogger. Some attribute this apparition to the spirit of a man who met a tragic end, struck by a truck while out on a run. Others speculate that it is merely steam rising off the pavement that creates this eerie phenomenon. And whether or not it is a supernatural presence or a natural illusion, the legend of the Airport Road Ghost Jogger continues to intrigue those who venture down this dark stretch of road. This next one is supposedly a haunted mansion located in Billings, Montana. The place that we are going to be talking about is the Moss Mansion. This mansion has a reputation for being haunted among the spectral inhabitants. The most famous and active is believed to be the ghost of Virginia Moss, a 6-year-old girl who tragically succumbed to disease in 1908. Her parents, Martha and Preston Moss, also met their end within the mansion's wall. Adding to the eerie atmosphere, witnesses have reported strange noises and doors opening by themselves during the night. The next urban legend deals with a creature that supposedly roams around Montana lakes. According to a traditional Kootenai legend, long ago the first native tribe in the area inhabited an island situated in the middle of Flathead Lake. During a harsh winter, while the tribe was crossing the frozen lake to relocate their camp, two young girls made a chilling discovery. They spotted antlers approximately 2 feet in length protruding through the icy surface. Believing these antlers belonged to some animal, the girls decided to chop them off and take them. However, as they wielded sharp-edged rocks to cut through the ice, something extraordinary occurred. The antlers began to shake, causing the ice around them to split open, and then emerging from the frigid water was the head of a monstrous creature. Emerging from the frigid water was this head of a monstrous creature, its giant antlers still trembling. The girls, possessing special powers, transformed themselves, one into a ball and the other into a buckskin target. They did this to escape the creature's wrath. Tragically, half of their tribe drowned in the lake during this terrifying encounter, which is said to be the reason why there are so few Kootenai people today. The Flathead Lake monster has left its mark on local lore for over a century. In 1889, Captain James C. Kerr aboard the lake steamboat U.S. Grant reported the first sighting of the creature. He claimed that he and his 100 passengers witnessed an unusually large whale-like object in the water. One of the passengers even shot at the creature, causing it to dive for safety. This monster looks a lot like Nessie, and that is why locals have affectionately named their own lake monster Flessie. Contemporary reports of sightings average between 1 to 2 each year, although in 1993 alone there were about 13 reports. Flessie is often described as a large eel-shaped creature, round with a wavy body like a snake, measuring 20 to 40 feet long. Witnesses describe its skin as brownish to blue and black, with grayish black eyes. Some liken it to a whale or a giant sturgeon. The next Montana urban legend that we're going to be taking a look at is known as the Legend of Sacrifice Cliff. Sacrifice Cliff overlooks the Billings area, its rugged silhouette casting an eerie shadow over the entire city. In the past, this cliff served as a place of meditation for young boys and men from the Crow tribe. They would journey here from their homes and spend time in silent contemplation on the rocky precipice. One fateful day, 2 teenage Crow boys returned to their tribe only to discover a devastating scene. Nearly everyone had succumbed to the deadly smallpox epidemic. Among the victims were both boys, sweethearts, and immediate family members. Overwhelmed by the grief and unable to bear the loss, the boys made a heart-wrenching choice. They rode their horses back to Sacrifice Cliff blindfolded the horses, and then galloped off the edge, plunging to their deaths. Their intention was to join their tribe on the other side, seeking solace in death. And so this majestic yet somber cliff earned its name Sacrifice Cliff, forever memorializing the tragic sacrifice made by those grieving young souls. While the absolute truth of this legend can't be proved, it is a reminder of the devastating impact of the smallpox epidemic of Native American communities in the 1800s. Smallpox claimed the lives of around 90% of those who fell ill with it. Nowadays, visitors can stand at the edge of Sacrifice Cliff, gazing out over the city while contemplating its chilling history. The views are sweeping, but the weight of the legend remains. The next location we're going to be taking a look at is that of Black Horse Lake, just off Highway 87 in Cascade County, north of Great Falls. The main urban legend of the Black Horse area is the Phantom Hitchhiker. This particular Phantom Hitchhiker is no ordinary apparition. He is said to be one of the most aggressive and persistent spirits in the United States. As night falls, unsuspecting drivers cruising towards Fort Benton may suddenly spot a Native American man standing on the side of the road. His attire consists of denim, overalls, or a jacket, and his long black hair adds to his enigmatic presence. Here are where things take on a chilling turn. As the car approaches, the hitchhiker signals for a ride. But just as the vehicle passes him, he launches forward seemingly as he's been struck by the car. The driver's instinct is to stop and check on the man, but by then, the Phantom Hitchhiker has vanished into thin air. And when the driver checks their car, remarkably, there's never a scratch on the vehicle, despite the apparent collision. This spine-tingling encounter has been reported many times, and each account echoes the same eerie details. Legend suggests that the ghostly figure is the spirit of a Native American man who met a tragic end on this very highway years ago. However, the incident remains unverified. While the lake itself is beautiful, it's the Phantom Hitchhiker who steals the spotlight in the urban legends surrounding this area. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the Little Bighorn Battlefield, also known as Custer's Last Stand. The battle took place on June 25th, 1876, near the Little Bighorn River in Montana. It was a significant event in the Great Sioux War where the Lakota, Northern Cheyenne, and the Arapaho tribes fought against the 7th Cavalry Regiment of the United States Army. There have been numerous reports of paranormal activity at the battlefield. Visitors and employees have claimed to hear strange noises, and some have even reported seeing apparitions of soldiers after dark. The phenomena include ghost, poltergeist activity, and electronic voice phenomenons. Experts in the paranormal field often refer to these experiences as residual haunting, which are believed to be energy imprinted on time and space due to traumatic experiences and violent deaths. One notable account is from a park ranger who claimed to have seen two warriors and their horses on a bluff illuminated by the moonlight. However, no evidence of their presence was found the next day. The Little Bighorn Battle is not only a place of historical significance, but also a source of intrigue and mystery for those intrigued by the paranormal. Whether these stories are a way for the past to make itself remembered, or simply tales spun from the echoes of a turbulent history, they add a haunting dimension to this hallowed ground. This next urban legend we are going to be talking about is kind of a short one, and it is about the Silver-Haired Lady. The Silver-Haired Lady is another eerie urban legend from Montana, particularly associated with Highway 28, which stretches from Elmo to Plains. It is said that one night a woman with silver hair went out for a nightly walk and was tragically sideswept by a car. Now her ghostly spirit is rumored to roam that stretch of highway looking for a ride. The tale carries a chilling warning. If you see her and stop for her, you won't crash. However, if you drive by and ignore her, you will supposedly wreck your car shortly after. Growing up near that highway, many crashes have occurred in the middle of the night, which only made the story more and more believable to the locals. The urban legend, like many others, is a blend of supernatural belief and local lore, creating a narrative that has been passed down through the generations. Whether it's a true haunting or a cautionary tale to drive safely at night, the Silver-Haired Lady of Highway 28 remains a spooky part of Montana's storytelling heritage. Now the question is, would you dare to stop if you saw her? That will do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, guys, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe, as it would mean a lot and it helps the channel. Also, let me know in the comments if you have ever been to any of these locations and if you ever experienced anything strange while there. With that, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.